Alright, so here's the sgian dubh. I have it shaped. I shaped my tang. Now I've come to draw filing, and what I'm doing is I colored the edge of this with my marker, and then I etched a line in the middle of it, and I'm going to go and I'm going to keep about the thickness of a dime, so you can imagine like the width of a half a dime on each side of the line that's scribed on the edge. Alright, so I made a line down the middle here, and this is going to be my ridge that runs up the center, and then I've also drawn out some lines here. I'm going to hollow that out, and then I have another line that I've drawn here, which I'm going to grind, and then the four thumb grip holes or whatever, I don't know what they're called. Anyways, so as of right now, because this was distilled, this area down here is thinner than what's up here. So I'm only going to be draw filing this distance here, and then I'll be super fine and aware of when I come down to do here. Or I'm still, aware up here, but, this is just straight. Then I'm not having to make that curve all in one stroke. We'll make these in two parts and then blend this together. So, when I draw a file, I put my file like so and draw down the blade. Now you notice when I get to here, I let this end start to float up, and then I carry it off so that it's not hitting this part here. Alright, so usually what I'll do is I'll start. Oh, another thing you want to know about when you draw a file. If you want to take away less metal, put the file up closer to the tip where the separation between the teeth are finer. If you want a more aggressive cut, you put it down here where the teeth are wider apart, and it'll take off more steel. Alright, so I'll angle the file, and I'll cut my edge first, okay, and just so that I can see. Okay, now I've made that. Now I'm going to start tilting upwards until I meet my center line. Taking little bits off and little bits off, tilting up, tilting up. Okay, and then I'm going to come back down and do the whole process again. Because this is distal, most of my aggressive cutting is going to be done up here, and I'm constantly keeping my eye on my line right there, where I'm just about as far as I want to go down to my edge. So now I'm going to concentrate all my cutting on the center all the way up to this ridge line. Alright, another thing is wire brush is a must. Get all the shavings out. Another thing is if you have like talc powder or something like that, you can put that on there as well, and it'll help float the shavings. Some people like to use oil and stuff, but then the shavings gum up and you're constantly having to wire brush. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of work without saying anything. I don't know how good the camera's picking up, but what I keep doing is turning my point of view back and forth so I can always see the new lines I just cut. Because what I want to do is make a super straight fine line right there on the ridge. Give this blade some character. Alright, getting to that center. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to get a little more aggressive with my cut here in the center. Alright. Anytime you see these little cuts starting to have that looks like gouges, that more likely means you got some material in your file that you need to get out of there. Alright, she's starting to come together. I got some more cutting to do back here, a little heavier. Alright, she's starting to be one flat plane now. Meet my center line up here, and then I've pretty much got it. Alright, now, let's see. You can see the blue line in the center. You can see where I've been cutting right there. Alright, as opposed to this side where it's just flat the whole way. And you can see where it's going to be clipped out there. Some thumb notches up here. And this is going to be hollowed out. So, alrighty then.